is that? I have no idea what kilometer is that. I can see it on my. I can see it here. I don't know why you guys can't see it. We'll turn it off right now because I don't want it to mess up. We'll figure that out another day. What's going on, folks? Welcome to Peach State Sim Racing, where we're back to try to get a good, to try to get a good win at Dega, to really shoot for it. Be there at the end so we can run hard and try to get a win. So the let me get this done real quick. All right, perfect. All right. All right, so we are car number 22. The way iRacing works, if you don't know, is car number 1 is issued to the guy with the highest I rating. Number 2, then 3rd, then 4th, then 5th, and so on. If you're car number 1 and you finish last, your I rating is going to take a big hit. Okay, I rating helps determine how many points you get in the race. All right. So if you're car number 22 in a 30-car field, there's only 8 cars you can lose to, really, as far as points go. But there's 21 cars in front of you. So if you can finish up in like the top 10, top 5, man, that's going to be a great day for your I rating. That's all the numbers are. So you see, I change my number, changes all the time. Number 22, number 1, whatever. So that's the difference there. So you guys see that. So you always wonder why, like, I'm number 22 this race, number 1 this race, number 13 this race, whatever, vice versa. That's the way iRacing breaks it down. It's kind of confusing the way they do it. The safety rating, so I think we're at a 4.9. We were at a 9.9. I think we're back up to a 4.9. That is to resemble money. The better you finish with the less contact you have, the better your safety rating goes. If you get in a big wreck, you take a big hit on your safety rating, which is supposed to simulate money. If you get lower than a 2.0 safety rating, and at the end of the season you haven't built it back up, you're going to drop down from Class A to Class B, and vice versa. You got to work back up to get above a 3.0, and then you got to keep it above a 3.0 the entire season. Or by the next week, I think. It used to be like all month. So I'm chit-chatting. We only got 1 minute and 43 seconds of friggin' qualifying left. I don't think we'll even get a lap in, guys. But it's okay. Don't think we'll get a lap in. But we'll start in the back. It's okay, because that way we'll miss the wrecks, hopefully. I was running like 47 flats, 46 nines in practice on my qualifying run, so we're not gonna have enough time unless I can get over there in the next 3 seconds. I was so busy trying to explain to you guys what iRacing is, man.
Green light. Here we go! We got 30 seconds to make a lap, and we're not gonna make it, guys. Anyway, we'll start from the back. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Now, it is a big deal if we have to pit on the green, because we got to get slowed down quick. We're going to have us a new suit by next week too, guys. Alright, so we'll keep it on camera 2.
Hope you guys put the right setup in it. Come on, come on.
I actually went and looked. Thanks, Bernie. Okay, I don't think there's anything else, guys. We got the broadcast going.
Go.
Oh, we didn't check the people, did we?
We can't make it on fuel from here.
Alright, so we'll start from the back.
Close. The estimated strength of field is 2,979. Alright, boys and girls, let's get ready to roll here. I'd like to say hello to all the people out there. Thank you for all of your support. Say hello to all the great bands that are here with us tonight. Thank you for bearing through the little bit of weather we had earlier on today. Fine, hold off.
Let's see. There's Vernon. Battling him in the points.
We have 4 sets of tires.
Well, I don't really see anybody, guys. We're not going to be worried about. Let's get our gloves on. Got our drinks right here. Yeah, we're good.
You should be behind the 13. Should be starting behind at 5. You should be behind at 1. You should be behind at 9. Alright, we need to be behind at 11. Line up behind at 20.
Alright guys, lining up in the back is not a bad deal here. And we'll get the battle through the field.
We're going to restart behind at 20.
I'm gonna order a new seat, and when I do, I'm gonna take a piece of foam and put a mold in for my head as if it were like a helmet, so that when I'm sitting in, I have to keep my head like this, and you know, like a real driver, so like you have to really like, you can only move your head so far. Oh, I remember that guy, Hornet. Oh shit, we didn't freshen up our car textures. Shit. Think I can do it? Nope. There's a caution, we'll do it.
Jump to start. Or am I?
I know guys, just give you a little advice. Nim Cross is watching.
Slide back in your seat, buddy. Pull back on your steering wheel one more time.
Yeah,
Be familiar with the
I've already watched him boot a couple people, so just a heads up.
Who's watching? Hey, Stewart and Cross. Don't mess with them.
Nim Cross.
Green flag. Who's watching?
The guy that will.
Outside. Still outside.
How is Lynn Cross obese, not had a heart attack yet?
Outside.
I'm feeling collected out.
Clear outside. Outside was clear.
Miles an hour. 219.
Good job, man. Everything in front of you. Inside. Still inside. Clear.
I don't think I want to go much further in the field right now.
I always thought the head of Stewart was Jesus Christ. On that. Nah, I'm the one that'll give you a man. Gotta do something pretty stupid for him to do something like that, though.
Nim's always
Done pretty well for a couple of years.
Nim's been Stewart since God, I don't know, like 2010 or something. I was watching two people in practice. But that's something new, man. Out of all the years I've been doing this, I've never seen him watching the practices and the races.
I've raced with him many times on Sundays. He races on Fridays and Sunday nights and all that.
Yeah, I've raced a couple races with him, but as far as like booting people and watching the races and stuff.
Yeah, he's practicing what he's doing. He's doing no different than what we're doing on any given Sunday night. He's just in the session, he's going to do something stupid. What was the silver thing?
Outside. Still outside. Still outside.
Yeah, he will boot somebody mid-race. I've seen it happen.
Clear high.
Oh yeah, hold on. I've seen him meet people's chats more than anything else.
Yeah, the thing about
100%.
the thing is
Earlier, dang it.
here's the thing that nobody realizes. Practice, the same rules apply.
Hey, who are y'all talking about?
Martha Stewart. Snoop Dogg.
Still out there. Fast guys are running 46.1. inside.
Slow up high, slow up high.
Inside only. Still inside.
Maybe you need place that, I saw that.
Clear phone. Inside. Still there.
Gonna fall back a little bit more.
Still low.
Yep, I'm trying to fall back, guys, on the high side.
Still there, still there. Core clear. Inside, inside. You're clear. Inside. Still inside.
I'm just looking to ride behind you guys.
Still inside.
Do you know who's behind you?
Clear.
Yeah, Thomas. He almost won this morning. I just went off the whole riding around somewhere.
Yeah, this morning I got up at like 8 to run the race. And I don't know why I thought it was at 10:30 instead of 10, but I missed it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I got all logged on, get my broadcast set up, and then I'm like, where's the race at? So I just worked on paints, my new paint schemes.
Outside. You're clear now. There will
Reckon.
Close. Line up behind 24.
That's not bad. I touched the wall at a fucking 2. Good racing. Oh, do you still good, bud?
That's really good.
Start behind 24.
Did you take it out the third way too? Hey, earlier I was talking about, I couldn't hear y'all. Who'd y'all say? We were talking about men cross. Who? I couldn't hear you, sorry. Men cross. N-I-M is his name. Oh, yeah.
I saw it in the text. Type it in there. I can't hear it either.
Well, I just got my game chat turned down and my in-car turned up way too much. Vernon is pretty muffled though. I had my mic way low. Yeah, you can't say, can't really cuss around that guy, you get chat man. Well, he'll just mute your mic for that time being in the race. Then you really, unless he does something really bad, then he warns you. Yeah, he's a fair dude. Oh yeah. I respect fairness. I end up cursing when I don't mean to, but it's never aggressive. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Hey, it was just, don't hit the button, cussing all out, and did hit the button. I've never been chat banned before, or even protested over chat.
Yeah, dude, I literally been part of Iracing since the get-go, and I just got a chat ban last year for 30 days.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, you can't apologize to nobody or nothing.
Hey, sorry, AP, I was trying to give you a word there.
That's your mark now. Sure it is.
And he hands out free.
Shit. Damn it.
Sounds good, fine, bud.
I didn't have my tires checked. Man, I wish I had my virtual crew chief that time. No, 13 laps.
I think we should be behind at 12.
I'd be pitting right now if I was you. If we go green, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm about to pit.
I was talking about Don.
Yeah, I wanted to uncheck my tires, but I didn't.
Seems like we're getting about 12 laps, caution.
I changed them anyway. If we go greenish, we're not going to use them all.
I'm gonna fall to the back.
Here we come, gentlemen. Mid-road speed all the way, buddy. 5-1.
Speed.
As your
Speed.
mark now. What? Nice and easy here.
I should just pit it, boys, but that's alright. I have the most.
We asked for, asking them for the, pit stop animation for 8 seconds.
Go in, go, go in, go, go in, go.
If they wouldn't enter the Walmart that's 3 miles away, probably be alright.
Oh, 1 to go. Line up behind is 11.
I have not never noticed it. There's a blimp in the sky.
There's a blimp at every race. And then what's funny though is you go to the blimp camera, and then you're in the blimp camera, but then you see the blimp from the blimp camera. And they missed
There's
that.
a couple of them up there.
Yeah, they missed that one.
Can't forget about the see-through blimp. Blimp section.
That new Chinese technology where it just looks like clouds. I didn't even control or freshen up my paint schemes that time either. We'll do that on our next pit stop. Not really a big deal, but I do like to show people's paint schemes that they work hard on.
Oh, it looks like we're going.
Go, 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 go.
Green, green, green.
take it easy on the tire. Cause that wreck, it was kind of scary. But we don't want to get too far back. We do not want to lose the lead pack.
Outside. Still outside. They're high.
Stay to the back of it. And then in the second half of the race, we'll work our way to the front. See how fast we hit drafting. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Like the video, Lane Bratcher. Shout out to my boy. He watches my races, but he doesn't ever like them. He doesn't ever comment on them. Checking, guys, checking.
I'll leave this one on you. If you want to stay out, we'll stay out. Closed. The road's closed. Alright, we need to be behind the 23.
I wasn't in it, I just want to know what happened. I don't know.
It was in the back, somewhere.
I thought there's a wrecking on the front stretch.
Wasn't back here.
Yeah, I was riding.
Two guys wrecked on the back stretch, both and everything, in the back of the field.
I'm about to say,
It'd be a bad race to cause a caution on their own for being a lap back. So I hope it's real.
just have to be careful of losing the front of the car. Especially on the exit, man. You get behind somebody, you will lose your nose.
Yeah, she was good.
Especially drafting. Going into the corner, if you're drafting, you lose your nose if you're up underneath them. Pretty good.
Especially when you're packing the thing. If you're coming off of them, it's not so bad. But if you're packing the air,
Open. The road open.
it's worse.
Alright guys, we're going to go down there this time. We're going to pack her full of fuel.
Okay, what do you mean by packing the air?
Get up underneath them.
You're advancing toward him. Person's trailing off of him.
So,
Having a beach ball between you, and you're pushing that beach ball up against him, and that's the air.
yeah, so like, if the further away the air that comes over his car, the closer you get, sooner or later off his spoiler, it's going to go over your car and his car. And when that happens, you don't have no downforce, and then you're going to lose the front end.
Okay, beach ball, got it.
I'm all the way on the inside.
Alright, we need to be behind the 30. We come, guys. 5 away.
Alright,
That's
second
your
gear.
mark now. Come on, man, turn it, turn it. Leading on me.
Are you serious? Oh my goodness, I missed my pit stop again.
Now you can you not see your guy or something?
Alright, looks like
I
we've
just-
been lining up behind
I wasn't
the,
paying attention,
30.
man.
I got you. I was going to say, you can turn off all the other pit stall crews and just show yours.
No, I like it to be as real as possible. And I can't blame it on someone driving through pit road this time.
Only time I drive through the left is if I'm beside somebody I don't want to mess up their entrance.
Shoot, man. I'll be the first person to drive through if it's going to make an advantage. And there's no rule against it. That's the problem.
Yeah, it is against the rules. If you go down pit road and you just truck through all of them, because the rule book says 3 stalls. If you go riding down all them stalls and someone protests you, yeah, it is a protestable offense.
Is it really?
Yes, sir. Rule book says 3 pit stalls.
Well, I ain't gonna doubt you.
Just like if you speed on pit road to get your damage fixed, you can get protested for that.
Now that's BS because you're taking a penalty for it, and they do it in NASCAR. It's legit.
Yeah, I speed all the time in pit road if I'm damaged. It's gotten me in trouble a couple times doing it though, getting a 15 over.
Yeah, getting a 15 over and get a. But I think they need to fix their penalties, period, because I got caught like 2 mile an hour over on entry, and you'd think that'd just be in the longest line. Dude, it gave me a pass and go with a 45-second stop on the penalty under green.
Alright, you're gonna have to come around to 26. Alright, fellas, here we come. The road speed, bud. 5-1.
Oh, shit.
Turn in. But nice and easy. Remember, you're gonna leave on me. You're leaving on me.
Sorry, 24. Damn, I'm making some big ass mistakes right now.
Go.
Oh, we got that fixed. Alright, everybody's gray for a second, but that'll change. Yeah, this is just the first race in this series that I didn't qualify in.
We want to go. If you're lining up behind us, 23.
This is not the last race, next week's the last race, right?
Yeah, next week. I'm like 5th.
Homestead, Miami.
Yeah, I'm like...
Close to win the championship, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it.
Nah, he's got it locked up, dude. I looked at it, dude. I'm like in 5th, but I looked at it, man. That dude's got some points.
You mean Dorman?
Yeah, whoever's in 1st.
Well, Dorman and I are battling it out. I was ahead of him going into this week. Not overall, just in our division.
Oh, in the division. Well, I saw, is it the Open that's pretty locked up?
Yeah, that freaking guy, who is it? I can't remember who it is for the life of me. And I bullshit with him all the time. He's only raced once a week. That's it.
Yeah, but his I rating's like almost 4,000.
Get those belts and good tug too, bud.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's where he gets.
Another races when it drops.
Yeah, that's where he gets his points, man. Yeah, I was running 1 open and 1 fixed. That was it. Until Rockingham, that one was so much fun. I raced a bunch.
Great.
But they still got to calculate in, like 1 drop, and a lot's going to change with that.
They have to, and it does that automatic.
Oh. Okay.
The drop's already got.
Well, I'm like 5th, but I got I'm top 5 in points in this series, I think. And then like 6th in the Open.
We're high.
Top 5 in both, I think. Top 3 in both, I think.
Yeah, I'll check. I'll look at it tomorrow after all this update.
This week has been terrible for me though. I don't think I finished in the top 5 yet at all.
I haven't finished in the top 5, but I've finished in the top 8 every race. No, I did have 1 top 5 in this series right here on or Thursday night.
Outside. Still outside. Clear. Speakers running 51.231.
Next time we pit, we're taking tires. Unfuel. Got everybody's cars done up. There's the Walmart car, so that makes a difference. So that dude right there in that Walmart car, I told you I'd figure someone out. Justin, yeah, dude, that dude at Rockingham done me in.
Good job, nothing out the back. The interval is 1.6. Working the bottom, still there. Go. Good job, man. You catch it. The interval is 1.10 physical meter. You're good, man. You're faster than the front of you. Keep it up. Again, 1.2.
There we are. Caught back up, guys. We need to watch our line and watch what's going on in front of us. Look for smoke.
The 15 physical meter.
I don't think walking like that's the best thing to do.
Nothing out the back. The interval is 1.1.
Alright, this guy stays up on the tail end. Nope, we got that one on the apron up here.
I think you guys are not hitting me.
Yeah, not a problem.
Side. And running 46.25. Go inside. Go inside. Clear inside.
I packed the air, I guess, as you would call it.
Out of what? It's like a beach ball.
guys want to see if we can go to the front? Subscribe to the channel. We'll take it to the front. So the outside of 3 and 4 is okay. Outside of 1 and 2 is sketchy. Guys are full wide up here for last place.
There you go, there you go.
This is where we want to be careful. Guys, we're starting to feel frisky.
Guys are running 46.723.
Yeah, I could drag and brake. Talladega.
Outside. Still outside. You're outside if you want it.
5 laps left. guys are gonna start pushing here.
Outside. Still out there. Clear. Good job.
How many more laps? Fuel, 24 laps. To go still, so I think we'll be good on fuel after this. If we stop now, pretty sure we're good on fuel. Shout out to the Warner Robin boys. Shout out to my boy Lane. Should be watching the race. Anybody else is watching it, I appreciate it. If you guys subscribe to the channel, follow on Twitch. Checking me out on Twitch, give me a follow.
Outside.
Ooh,
outside. Still outside. Clear.
Oh, spin. Save it. Come back up. Stay high. Stay high. Slow low.
All good? Oh, nothing's been off that anyway.
outside. Still there. Still outside. Clear. Fast times are running 46.988.
Not as well running 100 quicker right now, but that's okay.
Outside. Still outside. Door outside. Still outside. Clear now.
Getting up here in it, boys.
Slow car up top.
start racing, boys. Laps to go, guys. Green flag stop. We do a 2-tire stop. What were our tires last time? Yeah. I think we'll be okay on 2. If it goes green flag, we'll take fuel on 2.
Steers are running 46.301. Outside, clear. Outside, awesome. Outside. Still out there. Still out there. Quarter. Still outside. Still out there. Can't tell yet. Clear hand.
Wow, that was about to be a wreck.
Outside. Halfway this time from about.
Alright, there we go, boys.
Outside. Still out there. Still there. Clear.
The guy behind that Coca-Cola car made me thirsty. 5 laps to go green. We're pitting.
Outside, still there. Still outside. Oh! Still outside. Clear.
The amount of respect being shown to this race is astonishing.
I think we need a wall right now. A big one.
Still there.
18th left. Don't want to get another X.
Down, outside. Still out there.
Oh, that's crazy. You had to put
Still outside.
I'm surprised you made it.
I know, right? That was short.
Figure out how to get slowed down.
Guys running 46.813.
Yeah, I need to know the secret. Whatever brakes he's running, I need him.
Takes me like a whole straightaway to stop this piece of shit car.
Yeah, doing 10 posts. Especially without spinning out.
Still outside. You're clear
I
now.
must miss my box every time too.
I didn't expect to go green on the last be honest with you.
You're good. If you get in and get off, you're still good. If you get in and get out, you're good. Everyone else still got to stop.
Shoot, I got 5 laps of fuel. I'll be quitting a little sooner than I thought. Probably been late. Just got to find somebody to go with.
I appreciate the room to let me get on pit road burn.
One pulling off.
Outside. Still out there.
Joe, I'll be picking shortly, Gal. Give you a heads up.
Still outside. Clear, clear.
And then how you looking on too?
I'm gonna pit in about 4.
Outside.
Still outside. Thing there. I think the first pit is better off than wait. Just a FYI.
We're going to pit.
Yep.
2 laps.
Tires or no? Oh, you have to go tires. 4? Oh yeah. Yeah, my right side for 76, 79.
Yeah, Raymond, just let me know when you're pitting. I'll come with you.
Oh, shit.
Outside. Still outside. You're clear.
Yep, let's go this lap. 16 pitting. I'm gonna pit this time. Pit.
I'm gonna go one more.
I'll be lifting off
to the
4.
beach.
I'm going one more.
26 if you want down to your mother.
I'm going a couple more.
Keep whipping it, man. Keep whipping it. Clear Homestead Road now. Get that fucker out of the way. Keep on going. Don't move. I'm on it. What do you got, man?
Let's go this lap.
What number?
25.
Outside.
4?
Clear.
I'm down.
12, you're blinking. I'll let you know.
Sitting in.
Have faster than him. Keep it up.
Still sitting there.
Three, it's gonna be pitting in this time. Three pitting in. Oh, Roger that.
Come on, baby, get on it. There's on the road now. Just so you know, leaders running 46.861.
Oh, I'm glad I took tires. Holy crap. Big time.
Yeah, mine were down to 65 on the front.
Inside. Still with you, inside. Inside is clear. Inside.
I'm gonna go ahead and put in this lap, John.
Still inside.
I'll be doing your 27.
Still there. Still clear.
Okay, Roger that.
Each one is let you go. And then a couple. Inside. Inside. Clear.
Even longer they wait, the further they fall.
Clear. Clear.
Not always true.
Okay.
10 minutes. Stay up on it. Don't move.
Catch it.
Come down, buddy, come down.
Keep on going. Don't move. Come on. Good job, man. Keep it up. Who's in front of you? Hit him.
I'll be very lucky if I didn't get speed.
I'm pitting this time by.
And then
Hey, Tabasco, I'm pitting this time by, bud.
But in this time, it looks like there's another pit box. In this time.
Yeah, 47 second penalty.
Outside.
it's for
Still there on your quarter outside. Still out there. Earl, weed him through there. Roger. Clear high. The leaders on pit road now. Guys, fellas, here we come. Pit road speed bump. 5 away. At short mark now. Leave it on me, Cody.
I don't see any damage.
That sucks. That's gonna hurt us right there, boys.
I don't want to leave this group because I'm going to be low on.
Probably should have took 2 tires, but
Go, 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 go.
apparently we were in your way.
Get around these slopes.
Watch the field.
Yeah, I'm not going to fuel this whole run, so if you want to get back and go for it.
yeah, I have to save fuel, so. But we are way, way behind the fucking road.
Worth it to burn them up a little bit, I think. I'm running short.
Race apart.
Clear outside. The 18 is the leader. Still outside.
Yeah, I'm about 7 short now.
Great job, buddy. Great job. 5 forward, man. We can get these guys.
caution. A lot of the guys are worried about fuel. I knew if we pitted right then, we'd have a fuel issue. Especially wherever the leader is.
Yeah, 7.8.
Racing for that lucky dog.
Steers are running 46.103. Earl, item through there, brother. Just 15 is the leader. Outside. Clear now.
You're running 46.3, you're running 2 tenths quicker than us.
You can do it, man. Try to find that rhythm, but the interval is 8.8.
We made it. Go around me if you want. Try to get there.
Wait for that inevitable caution.
Jesus Christ.
There it is, baby. There it is, baby.
Close. Line up behind 28. Line up behind 28. They could be lining up behind
Bounced back the wall and came down.
Who's smart now, huh? Who's the smart one now?
lining up behind 31. Alright, we need to be behind at 31.
They do it every time in this race.
Well, I got to say good job 20 on the race for lucky dog. Good job 20. Matt.
Oh, there's Vernon. He's out. Good points night.
We'll go next time. They're not done wrecking, there's no way. Oh, it's gotta be 21. That's when this race is gonna be on yellow.
We don't have to.
You're checking up out of it. The 30, do you have a mic?
27
They're
laps to
lining up
go.
behind at 4.
I wanna pause it, but almost eating shit in front of you.
Sorry, what?
Want to apologize about almost eating shit under, in front of you.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know. I thought you were having a stroke or something.
Pit road is open.
I took 2 fucking videos of the fucking factory and parked this out.
Oh. You were breaking up. I didn't hear anything you said.
If these guys pit, we'll go into. It don't matter. We only got a few laps on our tires, but
25 minutes.
I'm going to be behind at 4.
What's that?
What's happening?
Oh, yeah, it's I got damage anyway. It's probably 10 minutes.
And here we go. 5 away. Benchmark. Now, turn in.
what the fuck is my pit?
Right here.
Dude, there was a car on the bottom. I had to go somewhere. You guys did leave a lane.
Well, it was all kind of triggered by the 14 being really stupid.
Somebody bounced at that Virgil there. He bounced off the wall and came straight down.
Come on, fellas. We can do better than that. Come on.
Yeah, because he gave no room.
We got one more set of tires. That's it.
One more set of tires, boys, girls.
We turned behind the nine.
That's the damage.
Got transmission sticking tonight, boys. Alright, we're back in the game, boys. 26 laps to go. Up to 14. I'm telling you, these guys are not done wrecking yet. They're not done. We get like 10 to go. And then we're gonna go. Maybe 12 laps to go. We're gonna start heading for it. Maybe 15 laps to go. There's still another wreck gonna happen, guys. Hopefully we're not in it.
You'll be on one to go.
There's some things we can't do nothing about, though.
Make sure you get yourself something to drink.
I'm getting me some more Coca-Cola right now.
But we're going to be on the outside this time.
Well, we're always on the outside, Chad. That's 87 Cup cars, baby. Wherever we're at, we don't want to be leading. And we could have stayed out and got the lead right there. We only had, like, look at, they were 99%. Alright, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitch. Let's go, let's go. We're going to restart in the 14th position with 25 laps to go. Got to be on like Donkey Kong, folks. Kind of gauge how these guys are racing before we make a move.
Eyes forward there, Mr. Earl. Joe. Beat him up, bud. Alright, pace guys off, boss. Get on him. Green flag, green flag. Pass guys are 10.304.
Alright, you guys are rolling right now.
outside. Clear by half. Working outside. Still out there, man. Outside clear. Outside, outside. Clear outside. That was a really good lap. Outside. Still there. Clear high. Outside. Outside. Still out there. Still out there?
Might want to go in that corner 3 wide.
Still there.
So it's blocking like crazy.
Still out there. Each ball. Clear, clear. Keep protecting those tires. Nice seeing you on your tires. Good job, buddy. Good job. Eyes forward, man. Doing great. 1 outside. Clear. Outside. Still outside. Clear high. Still there. Still out there. Clear. Nice. 20 left to go. Outside. Outside. Still there. Clear high.
Roll car up top.
Not a spot, I don't think. No, just not a spot.
Make it entertaining for you guys. You're watching.
Come on, y'all. Someone messed up.
16 laps to go, guys.
I'm not gonna hold you up, Brian.
Starting south on the bottom.
Steer shed.
Still there. In and out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, man. Just super tight.
Still there. One
Each ball.
Still there. Your door.
Hey, 27. I look kind of bottom, but
Oh, you're good, man. I was just trying to get back behind you to help.
Outside. In and out.
No, you guys are running me clean all night.
Outside only right now. Still there. Still out there. Clear high.
I thought we were done in attitude, boy.
Outside. I know you're busy, but when you get a moment, just try to tell me what you got. Still out there. Still out there. Still outside. Still out there.
Everyone think it's too early for this, but okay, let's do it, baby.
Working outside. Still there. Good job, man. Big picture here. Still outside.
that's the thought. They don't really
Kind of running 46.4. That's it, my man. Get on.
Yeah, it's great.
Still outside. Still out there. Clear high. Outside. Still outside. Still outside. Just gotta let the train move. We gotta do it good. Don't get caught in this trap. Still out there. Still outside. Outside. Still outside. You're outside if you want it. Outside. Still out there.
I'd say
Let's
Lucy.
go. Good job, man. Still out there. Come on, brother. Still out there. Still there. Still out there. Still outside. out there. Still out there. You're doing fantastic, fantastic. Oh boy, you got him. Still outside. Still outside. Still outside. Clear. Good job.
Oh, wait, that's right.
Still out.
Oh, you decided to go green? Good job.
Still outside. You're clear.
We don't have to wreck to have a good race. You need a little bit of my spoiler on it. That's right.
Still there, still there. Inside one. Clear, clear, clear. Inside one. One inside. Clear, clear. Inside, you're gonna have to call it. Inside.
You have to.
Get up. Inside one. There we go.
Moved up there to the end, but that was a handful to hold on to, boys. climbing yet, boys?
And clear. Outside. Still outside.
Don't got no tires left.
Working outside.
But we're gonna do what we can, baby.
Clear.
There's gonna be a big wreck.
Outside. Still outside.
Got no front end. No tires.
Still outside. Still outside. Clear. Outside. Clear high, clear high.
We had our shot, boys. Let's get what we can here.
Outside. In and out. One outside.
Ran 24, good race, everybody. Yeah, that was a good race, Ken.
Check flag.
Nice win, Tony.
We'll give you a mulligan, man. As good as you do for us week in and week out, buddy.
Thank you.
Zero X,
It was
baby.
great for nothing, you know that.
Great race, great race.
So that's how that feels.
Yeah, P10 with a 0X is about as good as I could hope for.
Yeah, I ended up with 0X out of that too.
As well, I got third GRX.
Yeah, Don, I was trying to work with you. I think you just got a little bit too high for what my car could do.
I got one little bump to my door and it shot me straight out to the wall.
Yeah, I enjoyed racing with the guys. Look forward to it again.
Man, what a race, what a race. It was really a great race at Dega. We didn't tear one car up all week, man. And we were there at the end, that's all you can ask for. And I was wheeling the shit out of that car up in the lead too, man. Those guys took all the air off my spoiler. I was sideways through the tri-oval. And the point, once I was gonna throw a block, and I should have. As soon as I saw him try to duck below me, I should have threw a block, but and I really wanted that 2 car to stay right in front of me. Shuffle me out. Out right there, boys. We was out. Got me loose right there, baby. That's all it took. That's a what biggle. Go back to that roll bar. Yeah, that's it. Let's see where we finish at, guys. All the way back at 17th. 0x17. Wow. I had a shot at the win. It was all good. Oh, and the 28 wanted to slam shit out of it. Oh, let's go watch what happened at the end of that race. I felt like he tried to wreck me, 28 did. That's white flag. Took that dude out. Well, it's a great race, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. It was a lot of fun, man. See you guys tomorrow night. We'll be in Richmond, Virginia, of all fucking places, in the Cup Series. Till then, all right. Enjoy your night. Make sure you guys subscribe.